Welcome to the Round 16 NPL Queensland Highlights Show, where we review all the best action from last weekend's games. Let's cross to Rafe Griffin with all the highlights.
Thanks, Michael. Action opens up at Spencer Park as third place Brisbane City took on sixth place Moreton Bay Jets. The game got a little willing early as Matt Zapponi was booked for that challenge. After a Brisbane City corner, Antonio Murray had a header chance from close range, but Moreton Bay were able to defend at their far post. Slick City ball movement saw Matt Riggs create this chance. At the other end, Roy Spanley decided to take his chances from long range. Ken Dougal, Murray and Riggs again set up another attacking City movement. The Jets lucky not to concede an own goal. After a scoreless first half, City looked to get on the counter early. Riggs putting Murray away behind the Jets' defence. But an advancing Marko Radovanovic didn't have to send his shot off target. The Jets set up their own chance. Matt Capello putting his shot over the bar. Yoshi Sakurai sent a long ball for Eric Fraser down the left. He was able to get round Matt Sauer. And his shot beat Radovanovic at the near post in the 78th minute to break the deadlock, much to the delight of the home crowd.
Brisbane City, scored by number 10, Eric Fraser.
The former Taringa teammates Matt Biggins and Alastair Pace tried to put another on the board for City. Then it was a dangerous combination of Fraser and Murray, again attempting to weave their magic. Murray again on hand, pickpocketing this ball, but he couldn't quite time his chip over Radovanovic correctly. The match finishing Brisbane City 1, Moreton Bay Jets 0. 7th place Northern Fury came to Perry Park looking to get back-to-back wins on the road, this week against the 12th place Queensland Academy of Sport. And they're in luck just 3 minutes into the match as Mitch Robinson headed in this uncontested corner. Fury looking dangerous again in attack. Michael Eisenhardt's shot shut down, however. Fury not able to put away another corner opportunity after desperate QAS defence. Caleb Hobson also unlucky to see his shot hit the woodwork. Edwards also unable to put away the second chance. Abraham Yango, who came on as a substitute, threatened the Fury line. Daniel Tinker getting a clearance off the line, however. Despite QAS appeals, the officials ruled the ball hadn't crossed the line. It was Michael Eisenhardt who started and then finished this attack for the Fury. Knocking the ball past QAS's Fraser Chambers and scoring the Fury's second goal. The QAS tried to pin one back. Abraham Yango again being denied. The Academy able to evade the offside trap this time, but the Fury able to recover in defence. But on 79 minutes, any chance the youngsters had of getting a result vanished as Robin Edwards chested down for new captain Reece Kelly, who made no mistake with his shot. Final score, Queensland Academy of Sport 0, Northern Furies 3. Second place Redlands and ninth place Western Pride met at the Cleveland Showgrounds. Now first of all we have to apologise because there were technical issues capturing all of tonight's action. However, Peter Drager was fouled in the box by Hayden Eames, and you don't see this too often. Pride keeper Steve Purdy stepped up to take the spot kick and he duly converted. Things started to go downhill for the home side when skipper Cameron Draper was given a straight red card for bringing down Drager in another challenge just outside the box. Pride again forcing pressure on Redlands with their numerical advantage. Jason Macasaus was fouled by Joel Hancock in this challenge, earning a yellow card from referee Alan Milliner. Ruben Way's effort from the free kick taking deflection off a Pride keeper. But Redlands looked like they had equalised from the resulting corner. However, the assistant's flag was to deny them the equaliser. Redlands continuing to threaten the Pride's defence. George Barbaroussa's shot finding the woodwork. The tall, rangy Drager again involved in a controversial moment. Milliner waving play on to this challenge. But finally the home side got on level terms. Macasau scoring a legitimate goal the second time around. That forced the Pride to get busy again, looking to put their noses in front. But it was Peter Drager who made the most of his opportunities, putting the Pride ahead 2-1. Drager continuing to be busy and give the home side some headaches. And he was able to make his contribution complete. He featured in all 3 goals, this time setting up Will Jordan for the winner. The night got worse for Redlands. Scott Bowe sent off after his second yellow card for this challenge on Drager.
Second yellow?
And Hayden Eames was also giving his marching orders after a confrontation with vocal supporters, leaving the Redlands with 8 men to complete the match. And in one of the major upsets of the year, Western Pride defeating Redlands 3-1. 4th place Sunshine Coast were aiming to keep finals action in their sights, as 8th place Palm Beach travelled to Sunshine Coast Stadium in the Battle of the Coasts. Nico Beshar continued his usual work of setting up chances for the home side. Sunshine Coast giving their supporters plenty of thrills in this attack. But it would be the post that would ultimately deny them. This corner sailed through everybody. Paul Arneson had a shot, but it was straight at the Sharks keeper. After a scoreless first half, Beshar, again with his fancy footwork, confused his opposite number. This then allowed Leon Dwyer to put the fire ahead shortly after the break. Fluid and quick ball movement right from the back. That allowed the Fire to capitalise on Beshar's pace, and he scored his own to double the Fire's lead 8 minutes later. Beshar remaining busy, continuing to set up opportunities for his team. But for the second week in a row, it was an old boy returning to the Fire who scored a goal. Dylan Firth capping his return from Melbourne. Not content with that effort, Firth matched Michael Scarf from the previous week with a brace of his own on debut this season for the Fire. Beshar remained in the thick of things, setting up this chance that ultimately saw the Fire awarded a spot kick. However, Paul Arneson saw his penalty shot well saved by the Palm Beach keeper. Palm Beach tried one last salvo, but the match ended Sunshine Coast 4, Palm Beach 0. Top of the league Olympic met 10th placed Far North Queensland Heat in conditions that would normally be more accustomed to the away side. Olympic were given an early chance with a free kick just outside their box. The crossbar and the Heat defence able to deny Olympic on this occasion. Olympic were again denied from a free kick by Danny Byrne. Tim Smits and Jai Ingham interchanged quick passes. But it was substitute David Bowater who was able to take advantage of their handiwork only moments after entering the action. Far North Queensland came up with their own goal. Cameron Morrison taking advantage of some untidy Olympic defending to put his shot past Matt Lugo. But a wonderful and clinical finish from Olympic marksman Tim Smits gave the advantage to the home side just a minute later. On the stroke of half-time, Jai Ingham punished poor Heat defending and gave Olympic a 3-1 lead after the first 45. Olympic continued to terrorise the Heat in the second half. Woodwork again denying Olympic. Tim Smits was involved in everything, and his hard work paid off as Danny Byrne set him up to score his brace. Olympic were unlucky not to make it number 5 from this corner. But the Heat weren't about to lie down. Persistence finally paying off as Tom Murphy scored their second. That goal provided the Heat with some enthusiasm, and if not for the Goodwin Park woodwork, it would have set up an interesting finish to the match. At the other end, Smits uncharacteristically pulling a chance to collect a hat-trick. Olympic continuing their march to September honours, defeating Far North Queensland Heat 4-2. So taking a look back at round 16 results, Brisbane City 1, Moreton Bay Jets 0, Queensland Academy of Sport 0, Northern Fury 3, Redlands United 1, Western Pride 3. In our feature match, Brisbane Strikers 8 defeated the Central Queensland FC Energy 1, Sunshine Coast Fire 4, Palm Beach Sharks 0, and Olympic FC 4 defeating the Far North Queensland Heat 2. Onto the table, and Olympic still maintaining their 8-point lead clear on top from Brisbane City. Redlands United now 11 points off first, that defeat seeing their title chances effectively ended. Then Sunshine Coast and Brisbane Strikers battling it out for the remaining top 4 spots. Moreton Bay Jets with their defeat now seemingly out of the run for September finals action. In the bottom half of the table, the Fury leads that contingent from the Western Pride and the Palm Beach Sharks, Far North Queensland in 10th, and then Central Queensland with QAS rounding out the ladder. And in the upcoming round 17 fixtures, on Friday night the Queensland Academy of Sport take on Redlands United at the Cleveland Showgrounds. On Saturday, Moreton Bay Jets versus the Brisbane Strikers, Western Pride versus Brisbane City at the North Ipswich Reserve. The Northern Fury travel down to the Gold Coast to play the Palm Beach Sharks at the Mallowar Complex. And in Rockhampton, the Central Queensland FC Energy take on the Heat. And on Sunday, in an absolute bottler, the Sunshine Coast Fire take on Olympic FC at the Sunshine Coast Stadium. And don't forget, you can join the conversation on our social media accounts. Twitter at NPL QLD and Facebook.com/NPL QLD, where this week we're asking, where's the favourite place you've been to this year as part of the National Premier League's Queensland? Well, thanks very much everybody. I've been Rafe Griffin, and we'll join you next week for the highlights of the National Premier League's Queensland.